All right, everybody. So I did not plan on actually starting this this early. The original plan was to do it over the winter, but with me starting my new job or my new promotion at a different building and driving as far as I am, um, I'm not really gonna have like the time or fuel to drive the GTO to like my new job very often. So I figured if the only time I'm really going to drive it is, on my days off, and even then, if I drive it on my days off, that means that just as it is right now, I'm really only going to drive it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I figured if it's going to be sitting here anyway, figured it might as well be time to just go ahead and do the install. So, it's happening a lot earlier than I had expected, but we're gonna do it. So my plan with these videos is to split everything up into groups. So I don't want to do just like one video on an install, then one video on an install. It's gonna be somewhat of install videos, but it's going to be more of a blog type of video. So I've I've kind of written down what I need to do. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna go with each video, what each video is going to have. So just some of the things that we need to do to get this done. We got to do the fuel system. That means that we got to pull the fuel tank out. We got to open up the fuel bowl so we can get that more rounded out for the Hellcat fuel pump. We need to run the return line. We need to cut a hole in the top of the sending unit for the return so that can drain back in. Still need to get a fuel pressure regulator, but for the most part I can run the lines excluding the actual fuel pressure regulator. I believe for now I'm just going to use the ZL1 rails, or the LSA rails that I got with the supercharger. They're normal rails, they should flow just fine. So really it's just getting the regulator and then running the lines, and that's pretty much it for the fuel system. But I'm gonna wait on that, I think, until I get the regulator, which should be soon. So I'm not gonna start with the fuel system. That'll probably be one of the earlier things that I do tackle though, because I want to be done with it. I'm not really a big fuel system guy. I don't really know a whole lot of, like, I know I'm decent enough about fuel systems, but like I'm not a fuel system guru. We've got to pin the crank, which is something I'm really nervous about, but it's got to get done, and everyone that's done it says it's simple, so I'm gonna do that. I also had the heat exchanger, and we're gonna have to run the lines. I have the AN housing fitting that is needed for the actual lines. So that's currently in the mail. I'm getting fittings for the lines that run from the lid to the pump and the heat exchanger. So those are going to be really cool because they're colored, which, I mean, technically I could do right away because I'm not tearing the heads or anything below it apart. I just don't really want to put it on first thing because I don't want any crap getting in there or anything like that. And it's also something I don't want to just rush and put it on just to put it on. And then obviously some of the, other things that we need to do, the simple stuff. So, the first episode, which is probably going to be this, we're going to get it lifted up in the front at least, and I'll wait on the back just because the floor in this garage is not the most level. I'm gonna wait on lifting the rear. So we're gonna get the front lifted, get the hood off, because I want to have the extra light with the hood off. So just gonna take the hood off for now, just so I have the extra room in the light. I'm gonna drain all the fluids and stuff like that, because the coolant's got to come out. It needs an oil change anyway, so I'm gonna drain the oil, because we're gonna pull the radiator so we can pin the crank, and then I'm gonna get new coolant for the actual heat exchanger as well. And yeah, we're just gonna do stuff as we go. There's just a few more things that I need that I haven't gotten yet, but most of them are on their way, or I'm going to purchase them very soon. So like the spark plugs, haven't gotten plugs yet, but I really don't even need those until I'm about to fire it up. I want to get new spark plug wires, so that's kind of come up. I also need to see about the hood clearance, because we may need to get the engine drop mounts. Let's see, throttle body, I already have one picked out, just need to buy it and have it sent. Also need to get an LS3 mass airflow sensor and a belt, and that's pretty much it for like stuff that I need to get. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started and get this thing rolling.